for a second. What's going on, everyone? Episode 21 of the JDA show. Coming at you here Saturday evening, 5:45. Jesse, Andy, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, everybody?
So, yeah, since last we talked, more COVID tests for the Patriots.
Yeah, who tested positive yesterday?
Couldn't tell you. I think it was like the reserve center.
Yeah.
Oh, well, who cares?
Well, I'm just saying, it's just like an ongoing fucking situation with them. We're lucky there's even a fucking game happening on Sunday. I just feel like this is going to be like an ongoing thing all fucking year.
They'll get through the year one way or another.
No, I think they will too, but I think it's going to get to the point where they might have to fucking add weeks into the end of the season. I am too. I just think, I don't know. I think they're playing with fire, trying to push these games in. I
just think it's crazy that they have some of these stadiums have so many fans. Like, look at the Dolphins too. They just got approved for 65,000 fans.
It's fucking Florida.
Florida.
I really hope that. I think they said that they're not gonna.
That is
do that.
Yeah, that's like that's like a slap in the face.
I saw earlier this week too that the United States has posted like over 50,000 new cases for 3 days in a row for the first time since like the end of July.
Yeah,
so.
There's actually other countries doing that too. Like out in Europe, there's a big second wave going on. So second wave is, I guess, a real thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's flu season, right? So
so now everybody's going to start, like, they might have just the flu, and they're going to think that they have COVID.
Or
it's going to
cold
be
even.
And then they'll probably chalk those numbers up to somebody having COVID, so the numbers are going to spike big time. But, yeah, we're going to start the episode off talking about the Pats. Maybe talk a little bit about, obviously, the Lakers won the championship a few nights ago. A little bit of Celtics talk, too, with that. And we're going to do our typical, NFL talk, betting talk, and then we're going to do some Boston sports trivia at the end of the episode. It's going to be me versus Andy for, I want to say, the first time, right, Jesse? You've never made questions before?
For sure, the first time.
Jesse's been talking up the questions. I think he's trying to kill the segment and trying to embarrass both of us after last episode.
Nah, completely doable questions.
I hope so.
Just like last week.
Yeah.
Those ones were just outrageous.
A lot of fans are upset with those questions.
Yeah, we've heard
really?
a
Like
lot.
who?
I mean, Norman said he didn't get a single one right.
Every time you bring up the fans, you bring up only Norman. I could give a fuck about Norman.
I'm just telling you what he said, and I think he was the only one that thought those questions were
up
a little much. What was it like? I got 3 and you got 2 or something.
Yeah,
like I said, that was like an unsatisfying victory, to say the very least. But yeah, what do you think about this matchup on tomorrow with Denver? I think they're gonna probably slaughter these guys.
I don't know about slaughter. I think Denver's like sneaky good. They're not too. No Melvin Gordon. You trade him in for Philip Lindsay coming back.
Is Melvin Gordon
is coming back?
Lindsay's back.
Is Melvin Gordon not playing?
He's
I
not
thought
playing.
I heard today that he was going to start.
I just saw something on the ticker upstairs.
Yeah, I guess he's out. The Pats Vegas sees him as 8-point favorites. I'm sure the results somewhere around that to like 10.
I saw a 9.5 point line today.
Really? Yeah. Last I checked on Bovada, it was 8. Yeah, I bet it's a.
So who's playing quarterback for Denver tomorrow?
Drew Lock's back.
Oh, he is.
Is
back?
he back?
I'm pretty sure I heard that too. Maybe
it's either going to be him or that Ripien guy.
Yeah, I hope it's not fucking Jeff Driscoll.
Yeah, I'm sure. You know what? Actually, I take it back. I'm sure the Broncos are going to struggle to move the ball against this defense.
I think I'm not going to say it's a big game, but it's a big week. If you just go take care of business tomorrow, Buffalo's got to play Kansas City on Monday. And then if they lose, you're virtually tied with them. You're a half game back because you've played one game less.
Then
but
it comes
just
all
like
up
that,
head to head.
And Buffalo didn't
look
that
good
great
against
Tennessee, dude. They got exposed by a team that's probably practiced like 3 times in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah,
and they
basically beat them at their own game.
That also kind of speaks to how good Tennessee is. But yeah, Drew Lock is back.
Oh, so he is playing tomorrow.
The first article I see is that the Broncos cut Blake Bortles with Drew Lock. I didn't even know Blake Bortles was in Denver.
I didn't either, to be honest.
I like
they
Blake
probably
Bortles,
took Lock
you
off
like
the IR.
Blake Bortles?
Yeah, I do. I'm a big fan.
Why?
Say Blake Bortles 5 times over fast.
He's hilarious.
Blake Bortles, Blake Bortles.
And one other fact. Did you know Drew Lock's real name is Andrew Lock?
Andrew Lock, huh?
Yeah.
Andrew Lock.
Well, I would have guessed that his real name was Andrew.
But you would have guessed that?
Yeah.
I don't know if you go by.
Isn't like Drew like a nickname?
I thought Drew
for
was just like
Andrew?
its own name.
Well, no.
I think most people
it
call
is sometimes.
Drew.
No, there is people who are named just Drew, but
yeah,
that's somebody's that they name their kid is just Drew.
Yeah,
that's kind of.
Like I'm pretty sure Bledsoe is
like Drew Holiday.
It's spelled different. It's spelled different. Like Yeah,
I don't know.
I bet it's Andrew Bledsoe, too.
Oh, that sounds so weird.
Yeah, I don't think it's Andrew Bledsoe.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Check it.
That might be one
already one wrong for RJ today.
Oh, is that one of the questions?
What is Drew Bledsoe's real name? Drew or Andrew?
So also tomorrow, I think this is a game you got to get somebody like Edelman going. He hasn't done much the last few weeks.
Since that big game, yeah.
Cam's back, should be playing quarterback tomorrow, so let's get Edelman back in the mix. And
I think he will. I mean, the Broncos have one of the worst secondaries in the whole league, so we could actually get a chance to see what Cam can do with his arm tomorrow, which will be exciting.
Yeah, I think the Pats actually. I do think that they're going to steamroll them because the Broncos are not only do they have a bad secondary, but they're missing some of their key pieces from the front seven, like Von Miller, for instance. I don't think they're going to be able to pressure the Pats enough. I'm sure they'll just get beaten basically all facets.
Yeah,
I'd love for there to be way more for us to talk about when it comes to this game tomorrow, but it's kind of a boring game. It's against Denver. Who do you know who the Patriots have? And then they have San Francisco the next week, so that'll be more of a game.
Somewhat, but San Francisco stumbling
we'll see
too
San
right
Francisco
now.
does this week. They have the Rams.
See who's even playing quarterback.
Yeah, did you see Jimmy G's little comment there when he was he's getting hot and bothered because he got benched in their last game. Yeah, he sounded kind of frustrated. He's like, I'm the quarterback of this team.
Have they said if he's playing tomorrow night?
I'm sure he's going to start, but I mean, clearly the leash is a little short for him. He hasn't looked good.
San Francisco is a team that should have been in for Brady during the offseason, just like Indianapolis. I'll get to Phillip Rivers later. He was one of my worst moments of Week 5. That dude is just...
Jimmy G will start tomorrow.
Will start tomorrow? Okay. So I think what the deadline is a couple weeks away, maybe 2 weeks away. Do you have any wide receivers in mind you'd want to see them go after?
Julio!
Yeah, I mean, he is... It would make sense for a Julio
blowing
trade.
up. They just fired Dan Quinn. I think you brought it up, or there might be real rumors of them moving on from Matt Ryan.
I think they should
tanking for Lawrence.
Yeah, they should just trade everybody and get as many picks as possible. Because
I will take Julio. I mean, he's a rental. Is this the year to grab a rental? Really? But
I think if you add a piece like Julio, the Patriots, they're already, in my opinion, a contender for, I guess, the conference. If you add a guy like Julio.
Yeah,
all bets are off.
I feel like if you're loosely using the word contender, they're a contender. I don't think that they can beat Kansas City in the playoffs. I mean, you do.
What do you mean?
They just got fucking Bell. The Kansas City's fucking nasty.
We held them to no touchdowns.
That's fine. I thought the defense looked great.
And imagine if our starting quarterback was playing.
Okay, that's fine, but
you could have had a W.
Yeah, but that game's going to be different if Cam's playing. Kansas City's offense is going to be way more aggressive than they were. I just think things go different. Kansas City's tactics are going to be different. You think we're going to beat them?
I think we would have beat them if Cam Newton was starting for starters. And two, I think in a playoff game, anything can happen. If our defense is that much better than their defense, all bets are off. I think we could beat Kansas City in the playoffs.
All bets are off. So you wouldn't bet against the Patriots in that game?
I would bet the Patriots spread in that game all day long.
Well, that doesn't matter when it comes to them actually going through, though.
I would bet the Patriots money line all day long.
They'd probably be
plus 200 maybe.
Yeah, feel not even a touchdown game, probably. But another good name that they keep throwing around is fucking AJ Green. I want nothing to do with that guy.
He is washed.
He's on the fucking franchise tag this year, and he's making some crazy amount of fucking money right now, and he's horrible, dude.
Yeah,
I don't want him.
He does not do anything in the offense.
Sure, he'd be really cheap, and they have plenty of cap space, but I just don't even want him here, paying him that amount of money, even though it wouldn't matter. But go take a chance on somebody else.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a chance that he's just, wants out of there, wants to be done, and he needs a new setting. But I want nothing to do with him. Another guy that I thought that maybe the Patriots should look into is someone like Marvin Jones from Detroit.
Sure.
Detroit's solid. 1-3. 1-4?
Yeah.
They're not winning anything. Their coach is going to get fired during the middle of the season.
I like Marvin Jones.
So I wouldn't be...
He's a very talented receiver.
Yeah, I mean, he's the number 2 there behind Galladay. Why not? And then another guy I had was, I just saw, some article, so, Curtis Samuel, somebody like that. Just take a chance on somebody.
Anybody, I guess, would help, but I don't think the receiving core is all that bad. If anything, I think they should be looking to add a tight end.
Well, I
instead
agree
of a
with
receiver.
I mean, if Edelman's going to keep playing like this all year, you need another receiver.
Yeah, but I liked what I've seen out of Bird and Harry. I think they can be a fine...
I don't think that can be... If you're going to sit there, you're going to be a contender. That cannot be your 1-2 punch at receiver.
1-2-3?
That's like
I'm all right with that.
Aaron Dobson and Kimbrel Tompkins, like 1-2 punch. Like those guys.
I'm all right with Edelman and Harry being my 1-2 receivers.
I just wish.
I don't think
if you add a good tight end into the mix.
Edelman doesn't look good though.
I wish he would just sit.
Make it to the end of the year.
I wish he would just sit 1 week so he could get back to full strength and full health.
He's had a nice break before this game.
He has, but every time he gets an injury, he it's like this like
bites his lip
fucking like mentality, like I just gotta play through it, and it's like
he's been hurt since last year. He was playing banged up last year.
That guy's gonna be in a wheelchair at like 50.
Yeah.
How is he?
He's on, in my opinion, like the 16th, 17th hole. I don't know how much that guy's got left in him.
I think this is his last year.
I mean, I think it's going to be his last year in New England. I don't know what his contract situation is like.
I bet he'll just go right over to Tampa and play in the slot for Brady.
He probably wants to be there anyways.
I bet he would.
Imagine they
all the pictures he posts online are just of him and Bill, and like that he doesn't feel.
It's not the same.
He doesn't feel cool about doing that.
Yeah,
misses his big bro.
So what did you think about this Lakers win? When did they win? It was like a few nights ago.
Yeah, 3 or 4 nights ago.
None of
they got
series.
blown out in that ratings too in the game 6.
Yeah,
because it was on the same night that there was football on. I think the Seahawks played or something.
It was the Tuesday or Monday night games, maybe.
No, it was Sunday night. Because we sat here talking Sunday. So
they got swamped in the ratings. Like the NFL more than doubled.
I want to go out on a limb and say if it was a better matchup or Celtics-Lakers, I don't think they would have gotten swamped in the ratings.
I agree with that. I think the Lakers is
that whole series was just boring as fuck. Like I completely lost interest.
Yeah,
and,
everyone
I
knew
watched
they weren't
all of the
except for
playoffs
me.
like leading up to that. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't just like I would tune in for the Celtics games. Like I loved watching the Western Conference rounds.
Yeah.
And everything in the Eastern Conference, and I was so into all of it. And then all of a sudden, when the final started, I was like,
it would be one thing if they were fully healthy.
I wonder if there's just a lot of casual basketball fans that are just not used to watching basketball this time of the year, and they watch football, so they just don't tune in.
Maybe.
Because
for
the ratings to be down that much, there's got to be multiple different factors.
I think the biggest aspect of that was the fact that the Heat were so depleted, and that I guess the general NBA fan really thought that they had no chance to win that
especially
series.
when you get blown out game 1, Bayou goes down, Dragic goes down, then you're like, why am I even going to watch this? It's going to be a sweep.
Yeah, I mean, they were down by upwards of, I think, even 40 points in that game 1. So that's a real turnoff for the series right there.
Damn. Yeah, so the Lakers tied the Celtics.
Yeah.
Championship record. Some fanboys on Twitter want to say that it's not tied
because they won 12
because
Minneapolis.
Minneapolis Lakers back in what? That'd be like
it was like the 50s or like the late 50s. I mean, no, they're at 17 in my book. It's all right that we can hold our hat on us being 17-4 and then being like 17-15 in NBA Finals.
See, I saw that too, but like it's like the argument with LeBron. Like that means that they've just been to the finals that many more times.
Hey, when you're comparing the two best players and the two best franchises, that's got to be brought up. What's your winning percentage?
I don't like that point though, because it's like, by that logic, then the Lakers are better historically because they've been to way more finals.
No, I'm on the opposite of that logic. I think the Celtics are better because they're 17-4.
They haven't been to as many finals.
Because they're 17-4 in NBA Finals.
They haven't been to as many finals. They don't have as many conference championships.
Whatever. They have better winning percentage in the finals by a mile.
I don't like that stat. I don't like that people bring that up with LeBron too. It's like, yeah, he's got a bad finals record.
For me, it's
not easy to win a finals series.
It's much less important when comparing the franchises, but when you're doing the GOAT debate, I think it has to be considered.
I think it does. When you're comparing
the franchises,
all time, it doesn't even matter.
You're more right, I guess, in that regard, because, like, sure, conference championships, but, like...
Sure, LeBron's been there a lot of times, but he's had a couple... They should have never lost to Dallas.
I did see a good like meme of all LeBron's rings.
Yeah,
too,
I have that on my phone, actually. Saved. I'll
pull
bring
that
up.
Mickey Mouse ring. Like,
yeah, here we go. So we got Kyrie's ring.
Yep.
Strike season. So that was when the Celtics, 2013, 2012, 2013.
Yeah.
Ray Allen and the bubble.
Yeah.
So those are his 4 rings.
That's good stuff.
What was I going to say? But the part that sucks about it being a Celtics fan is, they're LA and they're like, they're a destination for these big stars. And we have rebuilt and drafted better than they have. Yeah. But still, they go get a championship and rebuild faster than we do, just because they're the. I mean, if LeBron doesn't go there, they don't trade for Anthony Davis, and it's just the fact that they're a destination, and it does kind of sting. It's like they were nobodies a few years ago, and they got LeBron, sucked. And then all you have to do is get two guys like that, and then all these ring chasers are going to come and just fill in like
the
that.
Rondos, the KCPs, the Bradleys, etc., the Howard.
Yeah, that is frustrating because you're right, because we built such a better team with drafting than they did with fucking. That's how Brandon Ingram, Lonzo.
Ingram was a decent pick, but Ball, like they picked Ball over Tatum.
Yeah. Julius Randle, was supposed to be a big part of that team, and they traded away D'Angelo Russell over, and I'm pretty sure they picked Ball over him, right? That's where they traded D'Angelo Russell away a couple years ago. They decided to keep
instead of Russell. That was also after the whole D'Angelo Russell,
Nick Young
thing. So nobody really respected Russell. He couldn't like lead that team anymore. What did he? I think he like ratted some guy out to his girl or something.
It was an Iggy Azalea or something. He took a video.
He's the reason Nick Young and Iggy Azalea broke up.
And that's tough. Like that post game interview that LeBron had, where he's like talking about, "I want my respect." That like triggers me. Like everybody in mainstream media sucks this guy off. Every time I go on Twitter, I see SportsCenter like, "Ooh, look at LeBron working out with his daughter." I don't give a fuck what that guy does. I can't stand him. He's just such an arrogant fuck.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, I agree. And it's like, even people who don't like LeBron will admit to how great he is. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like LeBron, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you that.
Like, sure, I respect his talent, but why do we
is he in my all-time top 10? No.
Yeah, I still remember that.
Is that him like calling out the people in the Jordan debate? Like, I don't really understand.
I don't know what he means by it. I feel like everybody respects him.
I want my damn respect. Like, you get plenty of respect.
Like, maybe he's talking about that some people are putting Giannis and Kawhi over him.
True. Okay.
Which here, I'm somebody that was like, I think Kawhi is the best player in the league. I take that back. I think LeBron is the best player in the league.
Yeah.
And I don't know. There's been stuff coming about Kawhi too. How you see some Clippers players aren't happy about him taking
his load management.
I don't like. He rubs me off the wrong way now for some reason. I liked him when he was on the Spurs, but the way he
what?
Sorry, go ahead. I don't know.
He does what to you the wrong way?
What I say rubs me off the wrong way. Someone else has said to me that is that not a saying?
It is a saying.
He rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah,
rubs me off.
You sure?
It's a little. Yeah, no, that's
not
that applies
the
something else.
Well, maybe.
But I agree. Kawhi's kind of a bitch, and it shows.
I mean, yeah. So is Paul George. I guess he's just not what we thought he was too, because he's
right. I saw something like somebody posted like, you all need to start recognizing that Jimmy Buckets is a better player than Paul George. And
I'm here for that. He might not be
not something I would have admitted even earlier this season, but
better winner, yes. Better player overall, sure. Like better scorer, shooter, no.
Are there any regrets not cashing in a bunch of assets for Anthony Davis last offseason?
Because I think the Celtics were trying to do it.
I think they were trying to get it done.
Didn't AD's dad specifically say like, "Oh, we're not going to that racist city"?
Yeah,
he said something. The way they treated Isaiah Thomas. Shut the fuck up, dude.
It's a fucking business.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was gonna say. He was just that whole situation. There was so much tampering going on. Yeah, they were doing everything they could behind the scenes to get him to LA.
Yeah, who knows?
Early.
If we had got AD, who knows if
he would have been gone?
Yeah,
the next year. I swear to God.
Or like even worse, like he would have had a knee injury and said like, yeah, I'm done. I can't play the rest of the year.
Right.
You know
say you trade for him though and you win the title. Was it worth it? And then he leaves.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'll take a title any day of the week. What? For an extended period of
potential
of playoff teams?
Yeah.
So you do kind of regret it then.
No, because it's not. That's a big if. So
no,
I don't think trading for Davis even equals a ring necessarily. But
I was on board for it at the time, but now
I'm happy.
After once I saw what the Lakers have mortgaged their future for that guy.
Yeah. Oh well, LeBron's looking and talking like he's going to be around for another 4 or 5 years. So, and I honestly believe that. Because I genuinely think he wants to be in the league when his son gets to the league.
And if Anthony Davis can keep playing like this, Davis can kind of carry the team, and then LeBron
Yep.
can flip the switch come playoff
Sure,
time.
yeah. I mean, LeBron can transition into being just more of like a point guard, just an oversized point guard. He'll be able to play in this NBA. No doubts that he could play for another 5 years at a top level.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously we're months away from the start of the season, but do you guys have like a early power rankings? Like I know Jesse's gonna come on here and start riding the Warriors. I saw his tweet.
For what?
during the
I
week.
got,
Just like
NBA?
I got Warriors as my number 1 team.
Yeah, me
that
too.
makes
Next
me
year.
fucking sick. I do not want to see the Warriors win.
I do. They're
Why
likable.
do- I don't-
They're likable to me.
I
love
like the
Steve
Warriors.
Kerr. Love Steph Curry. I
Love
really
Clay.
like Clay.
Clay's one of my favorite players.
I just like how they like change the game and like they set that culture of like fucking running and gunning. They're a smart team. They're unselfish. It's good basketball to watch. And I think
I got my list here if you want to hear it 1 through 10.
Of what?
My power rankings.
For coming up this NBA season? Yeah.
So starting with 1, I got Warriors, Nets, Lakers, Celtics, Nuggets, Heat, Sixers, Clippers, Rockets, Jazz.
Damn, the Clippers are pretty far down.
They're pretty far
They're
down.
falling apart. Dude.
I don't mind a lot of that though, except for the fact I don't think the Nets should be that high just yet because they got to go and prove it. But
I mean, they're already a pretty solid team without Kyrie and Kevin Durant. And I get it. Kevin Durant and Kyrie are two tumultuous fucking people. Like, they're two guys that can completely ruin a locker room. But
I feel like it's either going to work or it's not going to work. And if it does work, it's not going to last very long.
no,
Really?
I see. I agree with that. But I think if it does work, I think it's going to be fucking great.
yeah, I agree.
I think if they can get on
60
the same
plus
page
win
with each other,
team.
they could definitely win 60 games with those two
Both
guys. plus their
conferences are
surrounding
going to be
cast.
legit next year. I mean, with the Bucks, Celtics, and them now at the top of the
Oh,
East.
I didn't even have the Bucks in here.
Do you think the
Then,
Bucks are going to go? Do you think they're going to go do something to try and build around Giannis? Or have you seen that Miami is reportedly saying that they're going to go all in?
Yeah, so
for
is
him?
Dallas. So, I don't know. I think they're going to try and build around. I think they're going to try and milk him until he's gone, try and get a ring out of him, to
I
be
think
honest.
he's staying in Milwaukee. I think
For
he's-
one more year. I
It's
don't
like
know if he
almost
will
like,
be
do you
forever.
trade him and try and get something for him, or is he so good where you just have to go all in and try and keep him? And that's the question that they're going to have to, the decision they're going to have to make.
I'm saying, yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess they
Personally,
could-
I would trade him, but if they're gonna rock with him, then yeah, they're gonna build. They're already talking about making moves like trading Bledsoe away.
I would go all
They're
in for
talking
one
about
season.
someone else too, picking up.
Even if he leaves, try and get a championship or something.
They have one of the Bogdanoviches on their radar. I don't remember if it's the Kings Bogdanovich or the Jazz one, but
Is there like a big guy or like a bench piece you want to see the Celtics go out?
yeah, the one that I told you guys about, Christian Wood, the Detroit guy there.
You're gonna have to tell me about him. I'm not really familiar.
He
with
saw it.
Christian Wood.
He kind of flew into the scene this year, and he put out some 20 and 10 games, just like a classic big man.
So he's a big
Where's he
guy.
from?
Detroit. They said he's
Where'd
gonna.
he go to college?
I don't remember. He played in the NBA last year. I don't remember where he went to
Okay.
college, but
I didn't know if he
he's
was
going to be a free agent. I guess he's going to demand somewhere in like the 8 to 10 million range a year. Which, if we could make the money work, he would definitely be worth signing.
I would like to see them go out. And this is I'm talking like minimal type stuff to do.
Sure.
Just go out and get some guy that's like a real sniper from 3 off the bench. Someone like JJ Redick, a guy like that who's I think he's got 1 more year left on his deal with New Orleans, so
Yeah.
he's not going to be a free agent. But a guy like that. A guy like, I'm not going to say Danny Green because of how
I
bad he
don't
was in the
want
championship.
Danny
I'm
Green,
saying a
like,
guy
even
like
like
that.
Kyle
A guy-
Korver could
yeah,
come.
exactly. A guy like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, come in, hit 3 threes in a big game for you.
And I don't know if the money would be able to work, but I'd love Serge Ibaka on the Celtics.
Yeah.
But I feel like they're not going to have the cap space for that since Hayward picked up.
I know he impressed you guys this playoffs, and he impressed me too. But he is going to be 35. I think his best years are far behind him by now.
That's a
But
good point.
That's fine, but it depends what the money's like. He's better than what you got.
I guess so.
He's better than Tice.
Depends what you value.
Oh my god, did he not like drastically outplay Tice in that series?
Yeah, he had a bigger role, so he was shooting the ball a lot more. He looked great.
He's better than Tice.
Well, of
I don't
course
know
you
what
would
you
say
could-
that.
Well, of course you would say that.
No.
Yes.
I don't know what you could get him for, but I'd be interested. I would take Boogie for a year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would love to see Boogie too. Dude, the last contract he signed was like a veteran minimum or
Yeah.
like a mid-level exception
Yeah, if he was willing to come on for that,
for
or
$3
maybe
million
a little
in
more,
1
then
year.
I
feel like
I would take a chance on him. I mean, dude, Boogie when he was at his peak was
all NBA type player.
Yeah,
I mean,
one of if not the best big in the league.
I'm
when
on
he
the
was like
record
that.
for calling that guy like a cancer in the locker room, like a bad guy, an asshole, whatever. But there comes a point where you eventually learn, and like he's gone through these injury problems. I could see his ego and attitude shrinking a little bit, and him ready to play a solid role, in a playoff run. Yeah, he would be awesome. Imagine the starting lineup.
The poll you put out on our show page.
A lot of people didn't want him.
Yeah, I voted no, but I think we did we talk about it last episode or an episode before? I thought maybe you kind of swayed me a little bit.
Maybe. I just think that starting lineup would be sick if we simply added him. You got, I don't know, Kemba, Jaylen Brown, Tatum, Tice Cousins, or however you want to spin it. I mean...
The other name that I wrote down that I would like to see them maybe try to trade for would be Tristan Thompson from the Cavs.
He would fit in nice.
I think so.
Nice rebounding presence there. Yeah,
how long is Kevin Love going to rot there in Cleveland?
Oh, I know.
Well, that was the other name that came up when I was looking through, like seeing Tristan Thompson. I was like, see, Kevin Love would be good in the sense that he adds to your offense. He can bring you some scoring.
He's still on good max deal money, though. That'd be tough.
Yeah.
I saw a potential trade today on Twitter. Excuse me. That someone put out. Let me know what you think of it. It was with the Spurs. It's sending Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, and Hayward to San Antonio in exchange for DeRozan and LaMarcus Aldridge. How would you feel about that?
No, I don't like DeMar.
Wait, say that again. We get DeRozan and LaMarcus for Jaylen,
Marcus, and Gordon. I wouldn't hate it. I feel like we'd inherently be losing the deal because Aldridge is old, but that's like a win-now move. I'm not saying that I would even pull the trigger on it, but...
but I mean, Kemba, DeRozan, Tatum, and LaMarcus is...
pretty cool.
Yeah, well,
I would do that deal.
You bringing that up brings up that garbage fucking trade I saw on fucking Facebook where it was... We get LaMarcus Aldridge and Rudy Gay, give up Gordon Hayward and Semi Ojeleye, and like some garbage pick.
I'm not pulling the trigger on that.
Yeah, me either.
I'm holding on to
Gordon Semi. You kidding me?
Yeah,
I'm not getting rid of Semi.
And in the trade I sent you guys in our group text about it was the Celtics and whoever was the number one pick, Minnesota. Yeah. We'd swap picks with them, 14-1, and we'd give them Gordon Hayward. And like
to clear up, it was like 14, 26, and like another pick. And Gordon Hayward.
It was 14, 26, Hayward for the first pick, and we'd take a bad contract from them. Why the fuck would Minnesota move down 13 spots where you could get a transitional fucking talent for Gordon Hayward?
They're in win now. They're looking to trade that number one pick. Okay, they don't want it.
What win now are you going to get from Gordon Hayward in the 26th overall
Maybe they
pick?
think they can get. Maybe they think they can get and the 14th. Why are you forgetting that?
Okay, well I'm saying, but you're moving down 13. So
yeah,
if you're trying to get somebody, you get them at 1.
Maybe they think Hayward can be like Jazz Hayward, and they have a little Western Conference Big Three of D'Lo, Gordon Hayward, and Cat.
That would be one of the worst
2 picks
trades
to boot.
ever.
And you get rid of a bad contract so you can go sign someone if you want.
The 26th pick is not worth anything.
I don't think it's as far-fetched as you're making it sound. Like, no chance they would ever do that. Like,
it's the number one pick in the draft, dude. And you're gonna move down 13 spots for a late round first pick.
If they want
Gordon Hayward,
they want to get rid of that pick. People have traded number one picks for less.
Yeah, I mean the Celtics for less.
I'm sure they have.
I don't know if there's ever been a team that's moved down 13 spots for
they
Gordon
didn't
Hayward. No, that trade is
sometimes
horrible.
Drafts are bad. Do you think? I don't know. Look at the Anthony Bennett year. I'm just saying.
I would rather take a chance at 1 than trade down and get Gordon Hayward and get rid of a bad contract.
Well, maybe they feel otherwise.
I think you're playing devil's advocate. I think deep down, that's a fucking shit trade.
I'm just saying if they were absolutely locked in on trading that number one pick and they exhausted all their other options, and they had that little Boston trade on the deal, they're like, all right, we'll just pull the trigger on the Boston deal.
And get injury-prone Gordon Hayward.
What if he came back and averaged 30, 10, and 10 and made you eat your words?
Yeah, that would be like, oh, you couldn't do that here.
30, 10, and 10.
All right, moving on back to some football talk. Do you got any best, worst moments of Week 5?
How about we hear yours first?
Okay, so
I was making the trivia questions.
One of my worst moments is Phillip Rivers. I kind of brought this up earlier. I don't get this guy's making $25 million a year. I really don't
more picks than touchdowns so far.
I don't get that move at all. When Brady's out there, Cam Newton is out there, both of them would be better.
I don't think Brady wanted to go to. He did not want to go to the Colts.
Yeah, I didn't.
What makes you say that?
Because
but he wanted to go to Tampa.
Yeah, warm weather, like you always say, like Giselle wanted.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe she didn't want to go to Indianapolis, but apparently Chicago hopped in that running late for Brady. But
Yeah, but they have Chicago's at least a big city.
I didn't hate the signing. I mean, Phil Rivers is still better than a lot of quarterbacks.
I didn't
He
hate
was
the signing
horrible
either.
last year. Do you remember how bad he was last year? And they're giving this guy $25 million.
He's a slinger, man. I mean,
He can't throw anymore. He can barely throw a fucking 10-yard out. And I think Brady would go there if the option was there. That would have been that would have been a far better team than what Tampa is.
I disagree.
What do you mean you disagree with what?
The weapons. What weapons does he have that would make him want to go to
The
Indianapolis?
Colts defense is far superior than fucking
so the
Tampa's
Patriots
defense.
He's a quarterback.
is far superior than Tampa's.
He
But
clearly
he didn't want to
wanted.
come to he didn't want to be here anymore.
They wanted
He
Tampa
didn't
because
wanna-
of the weapons and the weather.
Yeah, he wanted to prove to everybody that he's still got it. He's not going to do that. handing
Don't
it
you
off to
sit there and
Jonathan
tell me
Taylor.
that the Colts were a better fit for Brady than Tampa. That
They
makes
were.
no sense.
They
No,
were
they're not.
Absolutely not.
Better coach
Frank Reich?
is a better coach than fucking Bruce Arians. Like, guys,
Sure,
you've
by
been calling
default,
a fucking
that's
idiot
like
the
the-
last week.
Sure, by default. But
Better
it's not
coach.
like he's some world beater coach.
Better coach, better defense. Yeah, sure. They have a bunch of weapons in
He's
Tampa
not
Bay.
picking a team for a defense. He wants to go have weapons and run the fucking
Oh,
good
so
offense.
he doesn't care about winning as much. He just cares about padding his stats.
I still think the
I think he still
Bucs are a
always
better
cares
team.
about winning, but I think he probably saw both destinations as an equal chance to win.
Yeah,
I
I
actually
totally-
think Tampa was a better place for
Yeah.
him to go.
Colts are a better team than Tampa.
Nah,
No,
yes,
they're not.
yes, they are.
Disagree.
No, they're not.
Agree
How many-
to disagree.
Yeah, we'll agree to this.
What did the
I'm
Colts do
also
last year?
exercising that option.
What did the Colts do last year? I'm not trying to be a dick or anything. I'm just like curious.
Oh, they were solid last year.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. What was Tampa?
Oh,
Shit.
they had Jameis Winston, dude.
And clearly the rest of the team wasn't that great.
And the defense was young last year, and they weren't as good as they are this year. Their defense isn't even that terrible this year.
Eh,
If you
Yeah, it's
compare
not that
their
bad.
Pretty
offenses
dumb
and their
team.
defenses, Bucks way more enticing.
no.
I
Bucket.
agree. Stamped. It's already been stamped. Sorry.
What is that? A Kirk
Then
Monahan reference?
No.
I thought the Titans win was a nice moment.
I thought the Raiders
Everyone
win was
thought-
a nice moment.
Everyone, inclling our fans, thought it was the Bills who were going to win. We ran
Was
a
it
poll.
like
It got
54% or something
yeah,
like
so
that?
like over 70 people on that poll thought that the Bills minus 3.5 was a lock. Not a lock, but was the pick to have. That was a good moment. Tennessee, they are what they are. They're not a Super Bowl. They're never going to win a Super Bowl with this roster. But can they make it to another conference championship and lose to the Chiefs? Maybe. I think if the Pats draw the Titans in the playoffs this year, it's going to be different, and the Pats would win. But
I would take the Patriots. I'm so anti Ryan Tannehill. I know, don't you?
I
like
love Ryan Tannehill.
How do you love Ryan Tannehill?
Because he's a fucking baller, dude. Look what
He
he's
was
been
good.
doing.
He was
He's
doing
a
good last
baller.
Yes.
What? Because he's been decent for
Hey,
like a year.
you know, since he
his last 16 or 17 games he's been a stud.
you hear me
He's
out.
not even. I would not even put him inside my top.
He's got
Hear me out.
I'll pull up some stats for next episode, but he's got like one of the best
Since-
touchdown to interception ratios in the whole league.
Since he won the job in Tennessee, so I don't know how many weeks that is, probably like close to 16, 17
Probably,
weeks.
yeah.
He is first or second in every major category in the NFL, right with
What
Mahomes.
a loser.
Right
What
with
a
Mahomes.
loser.
I don't care.
Oh, he's only done it
Yards,
over the course
completion-
of 16 weeks.
Yards, completion,
one
you're not-
season. What was he the
tight ends.
first 10
One
years
season.
in his career?
He was fucking stuck in Miami.
It
Yeah.
doesn't
That
matter. He still
horrible
was
team.
so bad for so long.
I wouldn't say
Ryan
so
Tannehill-
bad. I
he
wouldn't
had
say so
glimpses.
bad.
They are not going to win. They are not going to win a Super Bowl with Ryan Tannehill as the fucking
He's not going to be
quarterback.
the reason they don't win the Super Bowl. In my
had-
Yes,
opinion.
he will.
If
'cause you're not
Eli
gonna be able
Manning
to-
can win a Super Bowl, then Ryan Tannehill.
Eli
can
Manning's
play
better
win a
than
Super
Ryan
Bowl.
Tannehill.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is, dude.
No, he's not.
Eli Manning's going to the Hall of Fame. Ryan Tannehill.
Okay, Eli Manning doesn't
I'll-
belong in the Hall of Fame.
No,
I'll
he
jump
doesn't.
off your boat there. Eli Manning is better than Tannehill, but
Okay,
Tannehill's not
maybe
going to be the person that holds that team
career-wise,
back.
Then what is? It's
Their
gonna be
lack
him.
of
Their defense is
explosiveness.
good. Okay, but he's a part of that explosiveness because he can't.
Sure, he's a part of it, but they don't have. I don't know.
He's a jag, is what Ryan Tannehill.
What does that mean?
Just another guy.
Oh, okay.
He's just a jag.
That's a good one. I like that.
I took that. That's not. I didn't come up with that. But
I
no,
knew you didn't come up.
I know. Didn't you say one of your best moments upstairs was Dak?
Shut up! I did not say that.
Jesse's notorious for rooting
No,
when
I'm
guys
not.
get hurt,
No,
for cheering
I'm
when
not.
guys get hurt.
Oh, RJ,
Saquon,
that's not
McCaffrey,
true.
Chubb.
God damn, that's just not true.
Oh God.
But
no, but yeah, that was
one of the worst moments. Yeah,
everyone felt bad for Dak there.
What did Tony Romo say? I hope it's just a cramp, and his fucking ankle was fucking pointing way to the left.
God. I hadn't seen it. They zoomed right in on it, like Jesus.
I want to go back and listen. I'm pretty sure Al Michaels is the one who said that.
Or Jim Nance.
Yeah.
No, it was definitely Romo.
I want to go back and listen because everybody was talking when it got said, and then somebody was like, "Oh, what did he just say?" And I'm pretty sure it was Jim Nance who said it, and then you guys were all like, "Oh, Tony Romo, what an idiot!"
No need. I just
bit my tongue the whole time.
Well, whoever said it,
Jim Nance said it.
Fire him.
You want to bet on it?
Yeah, $5. Actually, I don't have $5.
Another bad moment.
I'll spot you the 5.
Worst moment I had of Week 5 was we kind of talked about Jimmy G earlier. I think he's done in San Francisco because I texted you.
Game,
I think they can pick up his option at the end of the season. I don't think they're going to pick it up.
Yeah, they're going to try and find a veteran
quarterback. I think they're going to try and get Matt Ryan.
Sure.
And where does Jimmy G end up?
New England.
I think Jimmy G is going to be the Patriots quarterback next season.
Oh,
that's bold.
Wow.
It could work, though, if Cam leaves.
I think that's what's going to happen.
That'd be pretty storybook.
I think Cam is going to continue to have a good season. He's going to get a lot of money in the open market, money the Patriots aren't willing to give him. They're going to get Garoppolo cheap. And that's Belichick's guy.
Buy low on Jimmy G.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. This is obviously 6 months away, if not even longer.
It's still kind of a pipe dream, but it could happen.
I mean,
there's a lot of dominoes that need to fall. But
if Garoppolo shakes loose from San Francisco, Belichick's going to be on the phone with him.
That's true.
Yeah, I definitely don't disagree there.
That'd be cool. Would you be willing to move on from Cam if Cam had a good season?
It depends on the money.
He just doesn't think they're going to pay him.
That's right. Yeah, I don't think they'll pay him what he wants. I think that
he's probably going to want a lot of money.
You think Ryan Tannehill, that guy, like you said, Andy, he sucks.
Hall of Famer,
made he's getting paid like $30 million or something this year.
Yeah.
Like,
what's Jimmy G making?
A lot of money.
That's the thing, though. But he's gonna.
If they'll buy him out of a contract or
he'll
something.
Be a free agent. They won't. Pats won't have to pick up his contract.
It's an option. Yeah,
so that's why I think that could be on the table. But obviously, this is like I'm seeing far into the future. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had.
Worst moment. Was Brady forgetting the down? Was that last week?
Yeah, we mentioned that when we did the Sunday
special
episode. But he horrible. Hopefully,
they're gonna bounce back. I think they're beating. I guess I'll just kind of get right into that. Or should we wait?
For what?
I was going to say, I think they're going to beat the Packers and talk about how good of a game that's going to be. But
is that the matchup you're most looking forward to?
Yeah, it is the matchup I'm most looking forward to.
Mine right now is Cleveland versus Pittsburgh tomorrow.
That's
it's been
a
long
game.
time since
Cleveland's been relevant.
Yeah, and it's the first game since Myles Garrett fucking cracked that helmet over Rudolph's head.
4-1 versus 4-0, right? 4-1 versus 4-0.
Yep, that'll be a good one.
Yeah, both.
Who you got there?
I'll take Pittsburgh at home.
Yeah, me too.
At home.
Yeah, without Chubb.
No Chubb.
Yeah, those are two good games, but I'm looking forward to Chiefs-Bills too.
Oh, true. That's another good one.
Wow, what a flip the coin on like good games this week versus last week. Last week was a bunch of shitty games.
Couldn't be any more upset at that. Chiefs-Bills game is at fucking 5 o'clock.
Wait, is that
a Monday game?
Monday game, right?
Yeah,
it's 2 Monday night games.
Yeah, so it's 5 o'clock, and then I'm gonna guess the other one's 8:30, and it's Cowboys Cardinals on Monday Night Football.
Oh, I don't have to work on Monday either.
I just
Cowboys Cardinals on Monday night.
Couldn't they just put the fucking Chiefs game and Bills game on fucking Tuesday night like they just did with the fucking Titans Bills game?
Do you think that if Andy Dalton turns this team around a little bit and like maybe they just needed a little fresh look or maybe they get back to the run game more like their old identity and they end up doing good that they're not going to pay Dak again or they're not going to give him that contract?
It brings up the point up to me is Dak should have fucking taken that. They were going to pay him like $35 million. I mean, we talked about this months ago.
Oh, yeah, and he wanted more?
Yeah, he should have just fucking taken it, and now...
Classic case of...
What if he comes back...
Over-bargaining and you get hurt.
I could see them tagging him and seeing what he's going to be like coming back from the injury, and then he'll have one more,
contract here.
Yeah,
yep.
And if he's bad, will have really fucked up not taking this contract this past offseason.
Yeah, it would have been something like 4 years, $35 million. That sets you up for life.
That's tough.
That's a lot of fucking money. I'm sure it was almost going to all be guaranteed, too, the way they've been handing out that money.
Yeah, to quarterbacks. Sheesh. Sorry, Dak.
Yeah. Do you have... so my top 5 power rankings heading into Week 6. I got Kansas City 1. I'm still keeping the Chiefs up there. Seattle, Pittsburgh, Green Bay, Tennessee.
Kansas City at 1, huh?
Yep.
After that bad loss to the Raiders.
It's a division game, and they're going to happen.
I still have Kansas City at 1. Same top 5, different order. I've got Chiefs, Seahawks, Packers, Titans, Steelers, and then I've actually got the second half of the top 10 too. So and then after that, I got Rams, Ravens, Bills, Bears, Browns.
So the Patriots aren't in your top 10. That's what I was gonna. Okay.
No, they're not. Not right now. I mean, they've still got
right now. If the playoffs were to start today, they wouldn't be in the playoff picture. Yeah. But obviously, I mean, they've only played 4 games.
Yeah.
I've got Seattle at 1, Green Bay at 2, Chiefs at 3, Steelers at 4. And then I'll put the Bears at 5 after that big win.
Up there?
The Bears.
Yeah, you're just hoping for some fucking big dick Nick energy.
Yeah, well, that defense is looking like the old defense of 2 years ago when they first got Khalil Mack. So I don't know. I think they can fucking ride big. You know that I could see them maybe making a move for Julio Jones. Now that I think about
Chicago.
And then they really take that next step to contender, having Julio on one side and Allen Robinson on the other with that defense.
That'd be pretty legit.
That would be legit, huh? Da Bears.
Da Bears.
So yeah, we already pretty much talked about Matt Ryan, but like Bell going to the Chiefs, I feel like that move is almost overkill. Like they already have so many weapons.
Being overhyped.
Yeah, I think Le'Veon. I think he's still very talented, and I think he's still got plenty of gas left in the tank. But like, they drafted that kid
Edwards-Helaire in the first round. Why are you going after Bell? I feel like they were doing it just so other AFC teams couldn't get him. Yeah, is what I think.
Bell will have a role in that offense, but he's still going to be like the second work.
I don't think he like adds 2 wins or adds like wins to their schedule.
Because honestly,
maybe they're worse when he's on the field compared to Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Yeah, Edwards-Helaire could be the better back right now. So it's a decent move. It adds depth, but like
I think Edwards-Helaire and Le'Veon Bell are pretty much at the same level right now, and so you're not gaining much with Le'Veon Bell, just with the fact that if one of them goes down, you're not going to miss out on anything.
Also, like with running backs, I hate to just shit all over the position, but how many games is a running back really going to win you? I mean, Christian McCaffrey is done. It has missed 3 games. Carolina's 3-0, and Mike Davis has stepped in and played great.
Yeah.
I mean, Zeke has not won the Cowboys pretty much anything this season.
No.
So, I think it's fair to question what Bell is going to be like there and how much he has left in the tank. Was it just him playing for Pittsburgh or something? That's why he was like that? Or is he still there and it was just the fact that he was rotting away with the Jets? We'll find out.
Running backs over the age of 30 historically don't fare well, and he's at least 30. He might be 31 now.
He's 28.
What?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's 28.
I thought he's 30, man.
I think he's 28.
Wow. I think I'm going to see myself out of the rest of this episode.
But
are you sure about that?
And he hasn't played, and he missed the whole year, so he doesn't have all those miles on him, too. I'm pretty sure he's 28.
Probably.
If he's 30, I'm going to feel like a dick for cutting you off.
No, you're right.
He's 28.
Yeah, he's approaching that 30 years old mark, though.
Yeah,
so do you want to flip the script now and say that the Chiefs aren't losing another game now that they got Bell?
Oh, he's 28. Are you kidding me? They're going to be unstoppable. Nah. Yeah, the Chiefs will still not make it to the Super Bowl with or without that Bell, so you heard it here.
Okay. But, so the NFL has been throwing this idea around about a bubble. That a bubble would, and that's what other people on the outside say. It's like, oh, why didn't the NFL just do a bubble? That is not going to work. There's way too many fucking guys.
Yeah.
And you have this, Sunday slate of games. How are you going to have all those games on a Sunday when you're using, 1 or 2 stadiums? It would never work. Yeah. It's like these people are just saying it and not actually thinking about it. And maybe it'll work for the playoffs, but I don't want to see neutral games for the playoffs. I would like to see them do whatever they can. If maybe in the playoffs you go towards somewhat like a bubble format where teams are more locked down, staying all the Patriots players stay maybe at Patriots place, and that way you can keep a stricter eye on people. But I'm not trying to have neutral site playoff games, obviously other than the Super Bowl.
Right.
Yeah. So you guys have been watching a little bit of the World Series. Is there a team, not the World Series, but the playoffs, a team that you're rooting for?
I'm rooting for Mookie and the Dodgers. They're gonna complete the comeback right now and push for Game 7.
They're up right now.
Yeah, they're up 3-0 still, I believe. Yeah.
Push to Game 7.
Ideally, I would see Dodgers Rays and Dodgers win it. And the Dodgers deserve to finally win one. They've been
I
the
want to
team.
see them lose every single year.
The longer it's gone on now, the more I'm like, all right, now I just don't want them to get it.
They also have our guy Dave Roberts as manager, so that makes them a little more likable. They got Joe Kelly, RJ's guy.
The Lakers just want to chip over there. They're good. They
yeah,
don't need
sure.
anyone.
Then they're going to start calling him Title Town.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm rooting for the Rays. I got some family down in like that region. Also, I just think they're a good story, and I don't want Houston to go to the World Series. I really want Houston to fucking lose.
And they're going to be the second team to complete a 3-0 comeback.
The fucking Rays have really just shit all over themselves big time. And do you imagine how nervous they are going into tonight's game?
Oh yeah. All the pressure is
every game you've lost, like they lost game 4,
building,
like the pressure built, and like, oh,
now
we're gonna
like
win tonight, and then once you be like,
mountain.
holy shit, like we're about to fucking blow this.
I've watched a lot of baseball the last.
Me too,
week.
actually. I've watched more baseball.
I have watched close to 0.
So, and I get it that it's the AL and NLCS, so like I'm gonna be a little more drawn to it than normally, but it really does go to like speak to what we talked about weeks ago when the season was trying to get started and they couldn't get it going. Basketball is off, like football is obviously just on the weekends. If baseball's the only sport on, dude, I'm tuning in. I'm gonna watch it. Like, and they had the chance to do it, and they blew it.
Yeah, I gave it a chance when they first came back that week before the Celtics came back, and then once basketball started up, I didn't watch them anymore.
No.
Plus, because you can't have the team be that bad, plus like the game be so unwatchable, the product be so bad, nobody's gonna watch. And the TV ratings, like local ratings for the Red Sox, were down 54% this season. That's huge. I feel like, last thing I'll say about it is I almost just feel like, sure, maybe the MLB can win back fans over like locally, but I think MLB and people watching it at a market, like watching it at a regional setting, is done with. I don't think there's a lot of people that really tune in that watch these games if your team's not in it. Unless you have money on it, which is why Jesse was watching. That is the only reason why Jesse was watching.
Yeah, but that's why I started watching it. Now I've actually, like, I'll throw the game on and watch all 9 innings, and I gotta say.
What are you doing to distract yourself? You're probably on your phone.
I was actually playing some Among Us, that new game, and watching. No, regardless, though, I'm watching the game, and I will come out and say that I actually enjoy watching.
I've been enjoying it. There's a lot of new young studs in this league, and like
the pitchers are incredible. They're all throwing high 90s nowadays. Like I've actually enjoyed watching non-Boston baseball than I do non-Boston hockey, and that goes for playoffs only. But
I can't watch it. Actually, I would probably watch non-Boston baseball before hockey, because at least
just something, I don't know, but hockey. We all know how I feel about hockey. It is what it is.
$1 million idea. I was thinking about this while I was driving around. Some type of fucking website where if I'm watching a random NHL hockey game and like, who is this guy? Plug him in on a website. I want the NBA player equivalent to who that guy is. Then I know whether he's good or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like we probably do know the most NBA players.
Yeah,
right,
so I'm saying
like
if you could find like,
jeez, I can't believe you just put that out on air.
Yeah,
for
someone's gonna
steal.
steal that. But some random guy on, let's say, like the Calgary Flames, and
he
you're watching the game.
Rondo.
Yeah, like I like find out what this guy's skill level is, like what he's like compared to the other.
That would be ridiculous.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be a crazy fucking website.
Any sport too, like you could have it for fucking baseball too. Actually, nah, I wouldn't really.
Yeah,
good
so
idea,
I guess
though.
you could,
if anybody wants
on, like, an overall rating,
if anyone wants to invest in that, just let me know.
Yeah, too late. Someone's already stolen.
Someone's totally gonna jack that
I think
idea.
you should actually cut that whole part right there and save that.
Yeah, quickly talking about the Bruins, you see Torrey Krug went to the St. Louis Blues.
To the enemies, yeah.
I don't get what the fuck this team's doing. They've done nothing all offseason, so let's just bring back this fucking core and just not do anything again.
Core of
One more
And if
go
you're
at
sticking with the core, why are you not bringing Krug back?
Yeah.
Like, they have no direction. Like, Rask is going to be back, Char is going to be back, Krejci's going to be back, and they'll have once again done nothing.
Yeah, they'll underperform in the playoffs like always.
Yeah.
It's that
underachievers, just like that other Celtics team back in the day.
Overachievers. Celtics and stuff. Yeah,
I'm half kidding. I don't want to get into that. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I had with the.
The Bruins make a move.
I've been meaning to ask you this like the last couple episodes, but who do you want to see John Jones fight next? Do you want to see him fight Israel Adesanya, or do you want to see him go up to heavyweight?
I know he's been making that move to heavyweight, and I was all for him getting a decision victory over Stipe. But this kid Adesanya's been talking. So he's not even a kid. You'd think he's a kid. He's like 30-something.
Yeah, I think he's.
But either way, he's been talking so much crap, and I think John Bones Jones would just absolutely annihilate.
I think he's
this guy.
Just big. He's just too big for
the
kid.
I mean, I don't know. I want to see him fight Adesanya. I want to see him.
I want to see him go. I want to see Jones go to heavyweight,
and fight Miocic.
that fight can happen in the future. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have.
I feel like it would be so much easier for him to start with Adesanya and go up. How is he gonna? It's gonna take a while for him to like put on all this weight to go to heavyweight and then
then take
go all the way
So,
down.
yeah, it makes more
to meet. Oh, I guess they would meet at light heavyweight, but
so Adesanya would come up, but still, it probably would make more sense to fight Adesanya first, then move up, and not have to worry about trying to come back down to 205.
Does he even have a fight scheduled right now?
Who?
Bones.
No. Because there was that. Remember, he vacated the belt.
Yeah, and he's starting to move up, but I don't know what's happening.
All right, so let's do our betting segment for the week. You got a parlay?
I do have a parlay. Bears money line.
We got to start finding out if these hit. You know what I mean? Mine never hit, so it doesn't even matter. But
yeah, we do.
Was it last week that you had or maybe it was the week before you had the Cardinals? So I know, and I did too. So I know those parlays didn't hit.
Yeah,
when it was the Arizona. Detroit.
We'll look back on these and see, but. I think we should just start leaving these papers down here, and then we can really have the receipts. But anyways, I got Bears money line, Bucks money line, over 55 in the Packers Bucks game, $25 to win 161.
I
got Minnesota -4, Patriots -8, Eagles +10, 25 to win 140.
I saw that +10 line. Who is
They're
it?
at home against Baltimore.
I don't know if that defense. How they're going to hold up against that run game. But
we'll see.
I did see it. I was like, 10 points is a lot. It's enticing, but I don't know if they're going to cover that. But
I got over 54 on Chiefs-Bills, Ravens -9.5 over the Eagles, and Titans -3.5 over Houston. 25 to win 4,000. Just kidding.
Oh, I was like, what?
I didn't.
You check the numbers, yeah. But I like those bets, though. I definitely like the over in that Bills Chiefs game. Yeah,
the one that I was a little more nervous about was the Ravens being able to cover 9.5 against the Eagles, but the Eagles suck. And then, I think Tennessee should be able to handle 3.5 over Houston, no problem.
Houston's going to be a weird team because they don't have Bill O'Brien, so
I feel like they're playing determined now.
Yeah, I don't know what that team's going to be like going forward. I think tomorrow you'll see a lot to see if they can hang with Tennessee. But it is in Tennessee, and 3.5 points isn't a lot.
3.5.
It's not a lot. My lock is I like Bucks money line tomorrow against Green Bay.
Lock,
I think the Bucks are at home.
You're locked?
They're even money.
Everybody knows I love Brady. He's coming back. So I think Bucks are going to win tomorrow.
All right.
I think the Packers are going to win that game.
I don't know.
Aaron Rodgers, the better quarterback.
Lock? Hey, RJ must be real confident to call it a lock. But I've got my lock is Bears versus Panthers under 45 points.
Yeah, I like that pick.
That's just...
I just had
decent defense.
My lock that was
no McCaffrey, the way fucking
good defenses,
moves the ball down the field.
Yeah, a lot of empty drives I could see happening. I don't know. Lock it in.
My lock was on your parlay. It was the over for
the Packers Bucks games. It's got to hit, right?
What was that?
55.
Yeah, I think that game's going to be a shootout.
Those defenses can't cover for shit.
So my fantasy sleeper for Week 6 is Gaskins versus the Jets, the running back for
the
Dolphins.
He's good. He's been solid for my dad in fantasy.
Last week was the first week that he actually started to get some goal line touches too over Jordan Howard, so that's a good sign to come.
What a bum Howard's turned out to be.
Yeah. Really.
My sleeper is Christian Kirk for the Arizona Cardinals. They're playing
Has he been one of your sleepers before? I feel like that name's ringing a bell.
They're playing the Cowboys though, and the Cowboys suck. So
yeah, I got a stardom out of that game too. But my sleeper, Devontae Freeman against Washington football team. I bet he finds the end zone.
Yeah, not that I don't think that the Giants will find the end zone much. I think the Giants are so bad.
Really? I think they're going to win that game. They're 3-point favorites, too.
I would pick Washington in that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
My stardom is Darius Slayton tomorrow.
Darius Slayton?
I forget who the Giants...
Washington.
Washington. Yeah. So I like Slayton tomorrow. He's
solid, man.
Another guy that was on the board when the Patriots drafted N'Keal Harry last year.
Relax.
No. I want to say they said this on the radio. There is... Out of all the rookie wide receivers that got drafted last year, receiving yards. N'Keal Harry is like 15th, 16th, and he went in the first round. Like Andy Isabella from UMass has more receiving yards than fucking N'Keal Harry does right now.
The one that really gets me out of all those is not drafting Metcalf and drafting Harry, though.
Or even AJ Brown.
Sure, but
no, Metcalf is but
How
AJ
did
Brown
they
is
pass on Metcalf with his combine numbers? I mean, that dude is unreal right now.
Have you ever heard of Michael Lombardi?
Yeah, the NFL insider guy.
So he was breaking down the draft, and he's known he's worked for the Patriots before or something. He's like one of Belichick's guys, and he was talking up Harry.
I'm not ready to call Harry a bum, but
he said on record, he was like, if you draft Metcalf over Harry, you're an idiot. That's what he said. Like, what a fucking moron.
Oh, man, what a homer.
Would love DK Metcalf on this team.
All right.
My stardom is any Vikings player against Atlanta.
All right. Madison, especially, without Cook.
Yep.
Thielen, anybody you want. Anybody who's a little bit relevant in fantasy.
Justin Jefferson.
Dude, I mean, Atlanta's defense is like a high school defense.
Oh,
They're so bad.
Yeah.
My sit-em.
Go ahead.
I didn't even say my stardom.
You can go, Andy.
Oh, who's your stardom?
Kyler Murray against Dallas on Monday night.
Nice.
Who's did you ever sit him?
Yep, it's my boy DJ Moore. Sit his ass this week.
I almost benched him. I almost
can still start Robbie Anderson because him and Teddy Bridgewater are best fucking friends now. So
my sit-em Zach Ertz. I'm fucking.
You're done with him?
Off the Ertz
Hey,
train.
I'll take him off your hands.
He's still starting in my lineup because I have nobody else. But if you had another option, like a streaming option, I might just go with them. Like he's been
terrible.
I don't know if it's like he's having a dip in form. I think it's just that team's really bad. But
well, I mean, there was like I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago that Dallas Goedert wasn't even playing.
Yeah,
he's been out since anything. I feel like he's been out the last 2 or 3 weeks.
What? And you're gonna say Ertz didn't even do shit?
Deshaun Jackson was out. What's his name is still out. So like there was nobody to throw the ball to, and Carson Wentz still only targeted him like 3 times.
That makes no sense. Maybe
it really doesn't.
We don't watch enough of their games though. Maybe he's like maybe the offensive line's weak this year, so he's getting stuck blocking all the time.
Like you said, the Patriots should get a tight end. I'm not saying he's like bad. I just think it's.
I would love him in New England. I still think he's got it in the tank. Get a tight end, New England. My sit-em this week is Jerry Jeudy against Stephon Gilmore in that secondary.
That's a good pick.
Yeah. Now I'm sure he'll break off like a long touchdown, but whatever.
Want to do our picks against the spread?
Yeah, let's do it.
It's a rough week for all of us last week. We all went 2-3.
All went 2-3. RJ's sitting at 12-8. Me and Andy are both sitting at 9-11. It's a long week. It's a long year, though. Long year. This is where we make them.
Does anybody get a prize at the end of the year?
We should think of like whoever comes in last. Like they have to do.
Whoever comes in last has to buy steak dinners. I bet a steak dinner like.
Don't bring up the bet we have between that. You've like backed out of 3 times with the Patriots and Bills. That still makes you mad.
I have the Bills, right?
No, I think you backtracked. You've gone back and forth so many times I've lost count.
Okay, all right.
Loser has to make a TikTok account and put up videos.
Isn't it being banned? Isn't TikTok?
No, they're winning their legal battle currently.
It should be.
But all right, first game is Kansas City versus Buffalo. Buffalo is getting 5 points. I'm gonna go with Buffalo. I think they're gonna bounce back.
Kansas City.
That's tough.
That is a tough one.
Both of
them have to bounce back after bad losses. Kansas City.
This is my time to shine here. All right, Green Bay versus Tampa. Tampa is +1.
Tampa.
GB.
Yeah, give me the Bucks. Tampa Bay.
Oh, love it. I'll be wearing my cheese head that day.
New England.
Not to cut you off, there's only 2 4:00 games tomorrow too.
Really? I don't like when they do that.
And the other game is because that's a 4:25 start is Jets Dolphins.
Oh wait, but Bucks Packers. Oh, that's fine.
I bet
we won't even
Jets
be on Red
Dolphins
Zone.
I bet the Jets Dolphins is going to be the one in our region to be able to watch.
No, that's got to be game of the week material right there.
They probably are both on the TV, to be honest.
True.
I love the 4:00 games.
I don't like there's only 2 though.
Yeah.
There needs, in my opinion, every week should be at least
4.
3, if not 4.
Yeah.
I think 4 is a perfect amount.
Games. It makes
a perfect
sense.
amount.
All right, how about New England, Denver? I think we're all going to take New England. It's 8-point spread.
Yeah, Patriots.
New England across the board. Who picked that game for this pick'ems?
I always do the Patriots game.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't even notice that.
Rams.
Rams, Niners +3. Give me the Rams. That feels like a trap. That feels like a trap game to me.
I'm gonna go Rams.
Now Jesse wants to take the Niners too, so we can get a.
Yeah, I'll take San Fran. Let's get me on the board. Let's get me back in business this week, eh? All right. Last but not least, you got Arizona, Dallas. Dallas is only +1. I'm gonna go with Arizona.
I'm gonna take the Red Rocket.
All right.
I'm going Arizona.
Dallas for Andy, Arizona for RJ. Wow, a lot of chances across the board here for people to win, make up some ground.
Love it.
This will be a big one. Stay tuned.
Let's try and get you guys above 500. All right,
yeah, that's the goal. Me and Andy got to go 4-1 to get above 500. So,
or 3-2 to get at 500, right?
Not even because we're 2 games under 500.
True. All right. Boston
Trivia. The moment we've all been waiting for.
By the way, if I lose to Andy, I'm quitting the show. So.
All the more incentive to win.
Yeah. Oh boy.
I'm a little nervous about these questions. I feel like you're really going to try and fuck us over after you're just so salty that I beat you.
No, not at all.
You should move a little closer to the mic though, just in case.
All right, yeah, true. All right. Alrighty, guys. How we doing? You ready for some trivia?
Yeah, let's get it.
All right. Number 1. Name me. So
already off to a rough start.
No, I typed it weirdly in my notes. So it's this falls on the 2008 Celtics playoff run.
Okay.
You got to name the 4 opponents through the finals, and you got to name the series, what it finished at in each round.
Jesus.
The fuck?
So yeah.
I think I know how they got there. So.
Come on, I would have known this one.
I wouldn't. I don't remember.
You're gonna have to talk to fill some time here. This is gonna.
You gotta. So yeah, you gotta go series. So if they swept each round, you'd say 4-0 opponent, 4-0 opponent, blah blah blah. So you gotta do that all the way through. There's 4 series.
Fuck, I'm trying to. All right.
This is a special title to me, so I do think I would have gotten this. I know I would have gotten this one, but it is a tough way to start. I had to give you guys a tough one.
I pretty much have it. There's one series, though, that I'm not sure how many games it went to. This is rough.
I'm not even close.
They have to be in order,
so
too.
I have to get all this 100% right to get a point.
Yeah.
This is fucking bullshit. This is
I didn't really think that through, like, if 3 out of 4 would have gotten it, but no, you got to get all 4. I thought this is one of the easier questions.
What? All
What?
right, I'm good. I'm good. I know.
Good?
I know. I have
Andy,
the
you
order.
good?
I thought you were good. Like,
Okay.
No, I'm ready to go.
I peeked at RJ's board. His answer's already locked in, and I think he might be right, but we'll see.
Right all the way through?
He might be, if I saw it correctly.
There's the Eastern Conference Finals matchup that I'm concerned how many games it went to.
Hold on. Give me a second, please.
All right, 15 seconds, Andrew.
I didn't rush you last week.
Oh, I've definitely gotten a few. You actually did rush me one time.
Yeah, and then you
5 seconds.
Then you told me to cram it.
Dude, at this rate, it's going to be a fucking 30-minute fucking segment.
Shit.
And you're going to get it wrong anyway, so you might as well just put your answer out.
I just leave the first 2 blank. I don't know it.
All right, so the correct answer is Celtics in 7 over the Hawks, Celtics in 7 over the Cavs, Celtics in 6 over the Pistons, Celtics in 6 over the Lakers. RJ, so close, but he thought that they played the Bulls.
Did they play the Bulls in the first round?
No, that was in 2009.
Celtics in 7 over... Who was the first
The
series?
Hawks.
I know it was
They went
Hawks.
7 games with the Hawks.
I knew it was the Hawks or the Bulls, too.
Oh, really? You were close?
Yeah.
All right.
It's a fucking... I should get fucking partial credit on that.
No, I'm not giving out half points here. All right. Question number 2. What was the Red Sox record this season?
I think I might know
It
this.
was a 6. I'll give you a hint. It was a 60-game season.
60
If you didn't
games
already
season.
know that.
Okay.
This was one like where I was trying to be an asshole. Be like, let's see if these guys know the fucking regular season record from the Red Sox.
All right, I'm good.
Yep.
All right, flip them. Oh, RJ is correct.
Let's go!
Andy is off by 1 game.
I almost put 23 and
Correct
37.
answer is 24 and 36. That's good enough for last in the AL East. All right, just give yourself a check mark if you get a question right, because I don't have anything to keep track here. All right, question number 3: Who led the NBA champion 1986 Celtics in rebounds per game? That would be the Celtics' last championship before 2008.
All right, I'm good.
I don't know how to spell.
Flip them. Correct answer, Larry Bird.
Oof.
9.8 rebounds per game, or 9.5 to Robert Parrish in second. Close third, Parrish. Kevin McHale.
Andy put Kevin McHale.
Yeah, that was another trap question. I feel Parrish is the quick thought answer. That just speaks to Larry Bird. That dude was a rebounding savant. All right, questions went away here. All right, number 4: Who led the 2007 undefeated Patriots in sacks? Regular season, that is.
Ugh, jeez. Alright, I'm good.
Alright, flip them.
Wait.
Oh, never mind. Don't flip them.
This is question 4 or 5?
Question 4. Question
Alright.
4. The undefeated New England Patriots in regular season sacks. It's a tough one. It surprised me when I found out the answer. I'll say that.
So it's not who I've written down, but I'm not going to go back and change it.
Okay.
Did I just give Andy some juice by saying it surprised me? Because that's not him change his answer.
I have no idea.
Alright, let's see it.
Don't even think he was on the team.
Richard Seymour. Nope, it is current Tennessee Titans head coach Mike Vrabel with 12.5 sacks.
Was Seymour even on the team that year?
He played 9 games. I don't know if it was because of injury or because they dealt him at the deadline or something.
I think he was on the team when they lost to the Giants in the Super Bowl.
Dick,
Pretty
you got
sure.
a little something in your schnoz there.
On the outside?
Yeah, you got it.
Alright.
It was distracting me.
No, you're good. Yeah,
completely scrambling my brain.
Question number 5. This is the one that could have been categorized as sports trivia, not Boston sports trivia. Give me 3 out of 5 members of the 2008 All-NBA first team.
What kind of fucking question is that?
Just think for a second.
Yeah, just think. Idiot.
This is the season that the Celtics won the title. So the 2007/2008 season. You need 3 out of 5 members of the All-NBA first.
So can we answer 5, and if we have 3 of them,
I will allow it. You can answer 5.
I'm putting 3 down.
Think
Nope.
that's how it should be?
No, I'm not even have anybody else to put down.
Really? It's if you think hard about that time in the NBA, it shouldn't be that hard of a question.
Alright. I'm good. I got 5 down.
All you need is 3 out of 5 to get credit for the question. You guys good?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, let's see them. Andy says KG, LeBron, Dwight, Kobe, Melo. RJ says Garnett, LeBron, Kobe, Dirk, Wade. Andy got 4 out of 5. RJ also gets credit for 3 out of 5. So both get a Both get credit. The full All NBA team that year was Chris Paul, Kobe Bryant, LeBron, KG, and Dwight.
Fuck. Shit.
Good job, guys. Come on now. That one wasn't that bad.
No,
that was alright.
This next one's probably the easiest of all the.
This is 6 or 7.
This is question number 6. Right now we got RJ at 2, Andy at 1. Name the Super Bowl MVP from the first Patriots-Eagles Super Bowl. This is the 3rd Super Bowl of the original dynasty.
Yeah, I'm good.
You know it?
Yep.
Final score of 32-29. Flip them. Hey, there we go.
Deion
Double
Branch.
correct answers. Deion Branch is the answer.
So am I up 1 right now?
Yep. 3-2 through 6.
Okay.
This is a tough one, boys. I gotta say, I felt bad picking this one. Name 1 retired number for the New England Patriots. Just 1. Your hint is that there's 7 of them.
Jeez. Oh my god. Alright, I'm good.
Oh, you asshole.
Alright, I'm good.
Wait.
Yeah, you got plenty of time.
I know you're good.
Yeah, I'm good.
You got plenty of time.
I'll see you next time, Jesse. This shit's over. I'm calling it right now. I'm about to go up 2 questions with 3 left?
Yep.
Yeah.
If Andy doesn't get this right, let him think. Stop trying to get in his head here.
He's got no hope.
7 names. 7 possible answers.
You can keep looking down. Nothing's coming to that brain of yours.
Yeah, joke's on you. My phone's in between my legs.
Sure, that's not your phone right there?
All right, I'm just going to pick a random number and hopefully it's right.
No, you got to name the person.
Why? You asked me for a number.
Said the name of a...
No, you didn't. You asked me for one of the...
No, you don't have to give me a number. If you want to fucking guess a number...
Sure, I'll give. If he gets the number right, I'll give him.
Even though I don't have their numbers down, I just have their names, but I know some of their numbers, so...
This is fucking ridiculous.
RJ already locked in with the correct answer.
Is he?
Yep.
All right. I'm good.
All right, you guys can flip them. The 7 retired. Andy says Andrew Bledsoe. RJ says John Hanna. John Hanna is correct. The 7 retired.
So he doesn't have a number for you, though? That's horseshit.
You didn't need a number.
You asked for a number.
No, I just said what was the name of a person with a retired jersey.
That's ridiculous. That's an ass fucking...
Another one that you guys should have probably got other than John Hanna is Bruce Armstrong, number 78.
Who's the guy who died from... he killed himself from CTE?
There's Capoletti, there's Haynes.
No.
Junior Seau?
Junior Seau.
He was
retire his number?
Retired. No, these are all older players. Nobody from the modern era is really retired. Yeah. All right, this one's also tough. So what do we have, 4-2 right now?
Yeah, having so much fun.
Give me one of the 2 nicknames for the memorable 1984 Boston College versus Miami football game in which Doug Flutie completed a last-second game-winning
What kind of question is this?
There's 2 nicknames to which the game is referred to. It's the most popular Massachusetts college football game ever. Arguably one of the most memorable sports moments of all time. Doug Flutie, Hail Mary, to win the game against Miami, 1984. Get creative. This was one where you could guess and potentially get it right. BC versus Miami, Doug Flutie, Hail Mary, game winner.
Alright, I got something. I don't know if it's right.
Jesus, I have no idea.
Where the fuck did you even come up with this question?
It just popped into my head, honest to God.
And fucking, from now on, Boston College should not count as Boston Sports Trivia. Sad excuse for a fucking college program.
They actually are beating spreads this year like a champ.
Okay, I think I've got a good one here.
Alright, the 2 names in which it's referred to are the Hail Flutie game and the Miracle in Miami.
No, I said the Hail Mary.
Miracle.
I almost said the Miami Miracle.
I would have given...
I said the game.
That is the worst. Wow. Yikes at that guy.
Alright, Andy needs to go 2 for 2 in the last 2 to force a tie. RJ sitting up 4-2.
Come on, give me something good here.
Going into question 9. Name every team that Randy Moss has played for in no order.
No order?
No order. There are 5 teams.
Okay.
You have all 5?
I'm working on it.
There's one. Your one hint is that one of the teams he played for, he played for 1 or 2 games and just signed there and pretty much didn't play.
Yeah,
there.
got that one.
Do you though?
I do.
I don't think you do.
I might have it.
5 teams.
I know for a fact I've got 4 of them.
Only got 3. Shit.
Yikes.
Fuck.
Randy Moss, who in my opinion is the best receiver of all time. Yep. I was at the game in which he broke the single season touchdowns record, which is a record that still stands. 23 touchdown receptions in 1 year.
That's when the Patriots won 16-0. Right?
Yeah, it was a pretty memorable game. They broke a lot of records. Brady also set the touchdown record.
Wait. I have no idea.
Alright, I'll just put something down. I might not even gotten it right, so. Always waiting on this guy.
It's alright.
Always waiting on him.
Alright, but now it's not alright. 10 seconds.
Okay.
Alright, flip them. Flip them. Correct answer is Patriots, Raiders, Niners, Titans, Vikings.
Correct. Let's go.
RJ is correct.
Oh, that wins it.
Let's go. Fuck. So much for these hard questions. That's 50%.
Yeah, that's impressive, RJ. Good job, buddy.
Yeah, good job, RJ.
Yeah, thank you, Andy. I appreciate that.
All right, and number 10, a little fun to this trivia. Name the major New England sports teams' mascots. Bruins, Celtics, Patriots, and Red Sox.
Well, you just gave us one.
What?
Wait, what?
No, you have to name like the name of their mascot, not like their
for what
team's name. For the 4 major Boston teams.
Got Wally.
I think I have. I know I have 3 out of 4. But
one of them I didn't know the answer to until I looked it up to find the answer.
Probably the Bruins.
Yeah.
I don't know that one. That's the one that I'm gonna have to guess on.
Think long and hard.
Long and hard.
I think it's simple.
It is pretty simple, and it's.
I think I have it.
It
Actually,
makes sense.
I think I'm good. I'm good.
All right. The 4 mascots are Pat Patriot, Lucky the Leprechaun, Wally the Green Monster, and Blades the Bruin.
Nah, I had Wally, Lucky, Pat Patriot, and just Bruin.
Bruin.
I had Wally, and Wally.
And Wally again.
Yeah.
5 of them.
All right,
Well, I didn't know if you were counting the New England Revolution.
I defend my throne.
RJ's up to 2 W's.
Convincing victory.
He's coming up on my 3.
Just glad I didn't get goose egged in that.
No, you hung
Those
in
are
there for a
tough,
little
but
bit.
RJ, hey, he still got 50%. I didn't think he was going to get 50%, to be honest.
The Titans, Randy Moss teams he played for. The Titans is the one I wasn't 100%. Is that
that
the one
was
he only
tough.
played for a
Yeah,
game or 2?
yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't 100% sure.
Yeah, he actually played a full season with the Niners, caught 4 touchdowns, 500 yards.
Damn.
I mean, I guess you just kind of have to have a little, knowledge of that Flutie game.
Yeah, I know the play. I just wasn't sure the name.
Yeah, it's
But,
not that
all
far-fetched.
right. You guys got anything else?
Miracle in Miami. I'm good.
You're good? You good, Andy?
I'm
good.
Looking forward to getting after it.
I wanna.
We'll do it in the next
I want
couple
to do other
episodes.
trivia topics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should make it just sports trivia. We're gonna try that.
Well, yeah, we're going to run out of questions, so I'm fine with that.
We should call people. We should have callers.
A caller question?
for trivia too.
I already said that. I already had that idea.
That's my idea.
No, I have all the ideas for the show, all right? Nobody else can have it.
When did you ever say that?
I said it when Jesse was on that roll that we should have people call in and be like, stump the Mullen. I said that on record on the show.
And that should still be a thing, but
I don't know
Andy
that.
had those ridiculous
It
questions.
might just be stump the dick. Now, I don't think I'm going to...
That sounds disgusting.
Stump the dick.
All right, that's going to do it for us. Thanks for listening. We will talk to you next week.
Thanks.